NFL on EA Sports as you get a look inside Gillette Stadium here in Foxborough. A moment ago, the pride of Massachusetts, the Patriots, introduced to this, as always, sold-out crowd as they get set to go head-to-head with the Atlanta Falcons. Ready to go now. Stephen Gostkowski for the Patriots as we are off and running in Foxborough. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Play clock down to 5, and they're going to burn a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Hey, let's go. Gun. Let's go.
On 1st and 10, it's Ryan. And Jones has it over the middle. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A very solid gain of 27. So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. They run the play fake to Coleman. Now Ryan. Escaping the pressure right. Incomplete.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10.
Get up.
Throwing again. Ryan. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. Remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the tuck roll that they can fall back on anymore.
So now 3rd and 10, a big play to start the drive, but nothing since. Play action. Ryan. Now he's going to throw it deep to the other side of the field. And that is caught. Touchdown, Falcons. Calvin Ridley, 48 yards. And the Falcons have taken the early lead. Bryant's extra point up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Here's Bosher to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. So Brady and the Pats take over 1st and 10 at their own 24. On play action, it's Brady. And his first look is incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Brady again here on 2nd and 10. And nearly an interception here on their opening drive. But instead, 3rd down. Charles, already trailing by a touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think even more so, you just want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be able to stay on the field for a little while, let your defense catch their breath a little bit.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 23. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
Charles, last week, the Atlanta Falcons, that was the game that you had against the Green Bay Packers. And another loss, 5 in a row now. It's been quite a fall from Super Bowl 51, has it not been?
It certainly has, and it's hard to truly explain. They've had plenty of injuries on defense, but at one point they had won 3 in a row, had gotten themselves back to 4-4, and were headed to Cleveland, looking like they had a bunch of momentum. They got whacked in Cleveland and haven't been the same team since. Julio Jones had a big game in Green Bay on Sunday. Had 8 catches, 106 yards, and 2 touchdowns. 4 of those and a touchdown came on their first drive. Not much after that.
And this loss that last week, that guarantees that they're going to have their first losing record since 2014. Flush to his right. Now he'll let it go. And that's caught inside the 35. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. An excellent pickup of 34 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30.
Hey, got go.
On 1st down, Ryan. That is caught at the 7. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. That one goes for 24 yards. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Ryan will throw again. Flushed out right. And he's just going to throw this one out of bounds here. Nowhere to go with it. Incomplete.
Well, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
Going underneath, it's Coleman. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. A touchdown saving tackle there. Now it's 3rd and goal. They're knocking on the door as they come to the line here on 3rd and goal from the 1. They come out here in the I. It's Coleman here. And he will take it in for a Falcon touchdown. Tevin Coleman punching it in from a yard away. And the Falcons will extend their lead. Able to punch it in on 3rd down makes it easier for those guys on the sideline. They didn't have a 4th down decision to make.
Yeah, could you feel the exhale? Because they were already thinking ahead, as all the good coaching staffs do. Anticipating, will we have to make the call? They already had it lined up. Never even got to it.
On the return, here's the dangerous Cordero Patterson. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. For the New England Patriots, everybody knows what happened in that crazy loss to Miami last week. But the good news for the Pats, Tom Brady did set the all-time touchdown pass record. If you include playoff games, he threw number 580 in that game.
And I really hate to give short shrift to that number. That's phenomenal, right? What he does each and every time he plays is add to other records or create new ones. But Tom Brady's all about winning. and they didn't win the game. So this one totally got overshadowed by what followed, the wild 69-yard play that gave the Dolphins a victory.
Yeah, now how will they overcome that going forward? The final three at Pittsburgh, home against Buffalo, and then home against the Jets.
Go.
On second down, here's Brady. To Michelle on the dump off. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. It's a gain of 5, and that'll make it third down. He missed on his first 3 passes, was 0 for 3. Now gets a connection. Maybe that'll get him going.
Yeah, it wasn't a time for panic, but there was some concern because once you start in a certain pattern, you wonder, can you get out of it? And that flips the other way, too, when you're throwing it really well. In this case, now he's got his first completion. They think he might be off to the races. That
one good for 13 at a New England first down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
20.
Now a play fake here on first down. Trying to lay one up deep. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had the fly, just sending the guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete. Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Again, it's Brady. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. The Patriot passing game is rolling. They've got another first down.
There are a lot of tough routes to try and cover. When you see a runner come out of the backfield and run this angle route, looks like they're going to the flat, and then they put their foot in the ground and cut back sharply inside. Not easily covered, and then when they catch it, good momentum built up by them as well.
And able to pick up the first. No gain on the play there. Second down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Caught on the right side by Dorsett. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. That catch good for 5. It's third down. New England on third down. They've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Shotgun now for Brady. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. There's no denying they want to get him involved. That's already the 5th time that they've looked his way in this first quarter.
So that tells me defensively that they want to insist on going in that direction. Make sure you've got your best people in the area to try and take that away.
20.
Brady going to go on 4th down. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And that's going to be caught for a Patriot touchdown. Philip Dorsett, 46 yards. And the Patriots have cut it back within a score. They were already down 2 scores early. They needed something to try to stem that tide, and that certainly qualifies. A big play to get them in the end zone.
It qualifies indeed because, let's face it, they don't get something done on this drive, turn it back over. This game could be 88 and out the gate early.
What? 88 and out the gate?
Yeah.
What's that?
Well, listen, I used to hear my old man talk about it. Usually meant that thing's done.
Oh, well, now that they got the touchdown, it's not 88 and out the gate. We still got a good game going ahead of us. Ryan will bring the Falcons up now 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They go play action with Ryan. He's going to air one out. So they took a shot on first down but couldn't connect.
Well, they went for the big play there, but that drop could really hurt their momentum.
Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10, it's Ryan again. Connects with Sanu right side. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A good pickup there at 22.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. And finding the tight end Hooper. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Throw right side, caught by Ridley. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. A very solid gain of 27. Alongside Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin, it's the Falcons in possession to begin quarter number 2. And they're on the move here. They've got it 1st and 10. Play action. It's Ryan. And he's got his star receiver. It's Jones for the Falcon touchdown. Julio Jones from 21 yards away. And the Falcons will add on to their lead. Here's Bosher to kick it away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. Now the Patriots offense, they work their way back out onto the field. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
When you're putting together a formula for winning defense, it's exactly what we're seeing in this game. Controlling the line of scrimmage, attacking, and changing everything so that now they're playing in the offense's backfield. They're playing an excellent game.
He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
We just saw another example of how the defense is winning this game. Really at the point of attack, the offensive line's just getting pushed around. I think now as a play caller, you've got to give them a little bit of help. Maybe keep your tight ends a little bit more. Maybe the running backs help you a little bit with the pass blocking. But you've got to help them get
into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. You don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is his horoscope off? His biorhythms? What is it?
You went horoscope on us, David.
Well, I was thinking maybe REM sleep was off. I'm trying to come up with something.
Anything, right? A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
And takes this one across the 35 to the 36, a gain of about 4.
The passing game's been working quite well so far, but the running game's been a little bit of a struggle, and that's a surprise to me. Typically, when you can throw it, you've opened up lanes for your runners.
On 3rd down, Coleman. It's caught, Jones. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 3rd catch of this first half for him, and this one is a 1st down. And with that completion, he's now north of 200 yards here in the first half. Boy, a tough start for the secondary defensively.
It is, and it's got to put a dent in their confidence. And, you know, you always want to keep that up and feel like you can always bounce back after plays. But with the kind of numbers he's putting up here, it's starting to wear on them a little bit, I think. So they're looking at each other and trying to figure out what defense will work and how can they play better without getting beat deep for big passes.
And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. A 3-yard pickup on 2nd and 4. Now they'll need to convert here on 3rd and a little more than a yard. Ito Smith, his first carry. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
That's quite a spot there for his first carry of the game, but obviously they had plenty of faith in him, didn't they?
No question about it. And here, why not go with the fresh legs? Able to push forward, pick up that first. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. This is Freeman on 1st and 10. And he's going to get this one down to the 30. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Hey, Tuesday.
Now they'll throw it with Ryan. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
There's nothing like pressure to affect the accuracy and the timing of a guy trying to throw the football. And on that play, they ended up flushing him to his left, contacted him as he's trying to throw the football, and that led to the incompletion.
The Falcons on 3rd down. A perfect 4 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Ryan. Eluding the pressure right. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down.
Get up!
They're going on 4th down. It's Ryan. He rifles one that's intercepted. Devin McCourty picks it off. And he'll be brought down at his own 10-yard line. Okay, with that incompletion, I've been waiting to get this in because I wanted to ask you about that crazy finish in Miami. How in the world did they find their way to the end zone?
That was something, wasn't it? And I've seen a few along the way. In college football, Boise State over Oklahoma in the Fiesta Bowl. Remember that one?
Yep.
With the hook and lateral play, and they had a bunch of crazy plays down the stretch. But this one in the NFL, especially considering you kind of knew they had to do something like this, yet they still were able to pull it off. 69 yards, Tannehill to Stills, to Parker, to Kenyon Drake, and then, of course, Gronk was on the field in case they threw the Hail Mary. Outran Gronk to the end zone. What a finish for the Dolphins.
So last year we had the Minnesota Miracle. Now we had the Miami Miracle this season. That throw by Brady incomplete.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
New England on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. From the gun, it's Brady. He'll check this one down to Michelle. Nothing doing on that one, and it'll be 4th down. Got to be careful here. They need to move quickly, but it's also fourth. Now the old pass completion for no gain, not something you want to call up out of the playbook too often.
Yeah, most offensive coordinators don't have that on their play sheet, so they've got to go back and scramble after this one. But right now, with what they're telling receivers about making sure you take care of the ball in open field, sometimes the fighting for extra yardage doesn't come as a result. That and good tackling can lead to no yards gained.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. This is caught. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. A good pickup there, 26 yards. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. They'll look to run with Freeman. And he gets in. Touchdown, Atlanta. Devontae Freeman taking it in from a yard out. And the Falcons will extend their lead.
I heard a coach talk about those late-in-the-half scores, especially ones that give your team a pretty decent cushion. He said those could be the ones that can finish off a squad if you let them.
Yeah, they've got the cushion. This half has been theirs. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. On 1st down, Brady. Over the middle, Dorsett. And down inside the 15 he goes. The Patriot passing game is rolling. They've got another 1st down. Into the red zone, it's Brady. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
Looking back to the air on 2nd down, it's Brady. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running
As a man, and it's Edelman for the Patriot touchdown. Julian Edelman as the first half is winding down. And the Patriots make some inroads here on that deficit. He's got it, and the score's now 27-14. Gostkowski now out to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. So out come the Falcons now. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Throwing now, Ryan on 1st down. And he will find Ridley. That's complete. And now before this 1st down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this 1st half.
Hey, let's go.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
20.
On 1st down, Ryan. It's caught over the middle. Hooper. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
But when you hit him on the move like that, and he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam, Oh, boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down. So we have reached halftime now with the visiting Falcons out on top. As we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, this is fielded a couple yards deep. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, they'll start this drive at about the 37-yard line. So the Patriots coming out now. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them.
220, 380.
On second down, Michel. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a third down.
No gain on that run, and while the team is down, there's still time to come back and win the football game. If I'm the offensive coordinator, though, I've got to think about moving at a faster pace and maybe opening things up a little bit and throwing it a little bit more.
Escaping the pressure right. And he took the contact as he was throwing it, and the ball drops incomplete. It was Desmond Trufant right there, step for step in coverage.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert.
And look at this, it's a fake. And this is caught, and the fake will work. He's going to have a first down. A big first down on the fake punt. What a call, 16 yards. A couple of first downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on first down. And I don't know what the method is to know when to dial up a fake punt, when not to. Whatever the method there, it worked for him.
I think you actually did explain it. There is no method. It's just a feel, a sense, and a healthy dose of guts in order to call that play in that situation.
Element of surprise, I guess, right?
Yeah, element of surprise and just a strong belief that, hey, we're going to get it done.
Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. And incomplete here, so a little razzle-dazzle on that one, but they couldn't hook up, and it's third down. Throwing is Brady on third down. And he comes back with one complete. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Patriot first down. Now a first down carry. It's Michel. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
220, 220.
Now Brady throwing on second down. To the left side and complete for Julian Edelman. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. Brady to his old reliable Edelman, and the Patriots have a first down. On 1st and 10, here's Brady. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down. Trying to get their tight end involved finally. That's the first time that they've looked his way. He's kind of been a forgotten man in this offensive scheme.
Yeah, didn't look his way at all in the first half, and I'll bet you the offensive coordinator.
And he's going to be wrapped up and driven down. Vic Beasley able to drop him for a loss of 12, and it'll be 4th down. So look at this. Here's the field goal unit coming out. And he is going to need to bomb this one. And this will be spotted on the other side of the field. It's a 61-yard attempt.
Well, he's got a big leg, and when everything comes together, he can certainly hit from long range, but this one's going to come up just a little bit short. A very good effort, though.
So they tried the 59-yarder and missed it, and now this offense starts just 1 yard shy of midfield. Now a play fake here on first down. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. And they're going to take over right there at the 22-yard line. But before the game, you and I were looking at some of the highlights from last week, and one of the top plays was certainly that 99-yard touchdown run by Derrick Henry.
Not only was it a top play, it's going to be memorable, and again, not just for 99 yards, which is enough of a reason to remember it, but it's the way he got it done. I mean, how about him knocking over people, stiff-arming people? I mean, it was an incredible, strong run. Tony Dorsett, who actually held the record before Derrick Henry, he hit him up on social media, gave him a little dap, a little congratulations. What a play.
Yeah, those are the only two guys to have a 99-yard touchdown run. Incidentally, both of them Heisman Trophy winners as well.
And a friend of ours on social media, he sent out a post that said, and with that run, Derrick Henry locks up his second Heisman Trophy.
Well, they've got it well across midfield, down to the 40 before it's all said and done. They give him a gain of 38.
Well, there it is. Brady connecting with Gronk, but at this stage of the game, this is kind of late for them. I'm used to this happening right out of the gate.
Yeah, and we were thinking we would see this per usual. First quarter, definitely second quarter, but not the case.
And their offense not moving the ball like they normally do. They're losing the game. Those two need to get together and fast.
5 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up second down. Now Brady again. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. Oh, very close to a turnover there in the end zone. Josh Gordon, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd and 5. They missed a field goal on their last drive. Here they need something to even get into field goal range on 3rd down. That's out to his running back, Michel. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. They'll get a couple yards on that one, and that's going to make it 4th down. So out comes a field goal team now for the second time here today. From the right hash and call it an even 50 yards. And Gostkowski's kick is good. And that gets him back within 10. So he missed that field goal earlier, but he says not this time. Able to knock it through, give his guys 3.
I like his poise. I like his confidence, his belief in himself. Sometimes when you miss that first one, you see a lot of guys sag and they can't make the next one. Not in this case. Stepped right up like a pro.
Now the Falcons offense gets ready to head back onto the field. And last time, one play interceptions. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, you get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
That one goes for 24 yards. Ryan now right at the 300-yard mark with still a quarter plus to go. It's 1st and 10. They run the play fake to Coleman. Now Ryan. Flush to his right. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. Well, one thing neat going on around the NFL again recently this year, we've seen this before, but the My Cause, My Cleats, just a chance for the players to give back to a certain charity that they like and dress up their shoes how they want. I know you saw that a couple weeks ago in your game.
I certainly did. I had the Giants and the Bears, and during this time frame, each team is allowed to designate one home game for My Cause, My Cleats, and that was the Giants' home game. They designated it. And Alec Ogletree had a big game. I mean, he had a pick 6.
And Brady going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by DeMonte Casey. And he returns it up just shy of the 20 to the 19-yard line. He was looking for Edelman there.
Partner, when you're playing cover 2, this is like a tag team for the safeties. Each of them gets a half-field responsibility. Their job, stay as deep as the deepest receiver in any zone, read the football, and go make a play. In this case, the free safety made the best play, an interception.
And the drive starts with a handoff to Coleman. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last two drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
They get 9 yards back on the run there, and they're left with a much more makeable 3rd and 2. The Falcons on 3rd down. They've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 2. Back now in Foxborough. The Falcons on 3rd down. They've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Now it's Ryan. Flushed out right. And he's got a man, Calvin Ridley. They convert on 3rd with a gain of 22.
And the key number on that play, 3. 3rd play of the drive, 3rd down, spectacular catch, turns into a 1st down.
1st down saves him from a 3 and out. From midfield now, here's Ryan. And he will find Ridley on the left side. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the 1st down completion.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect him to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Right, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. No chance at all. Way easier said than done.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
And that's a crusher right there. Had his man open for a 1st down, threw a fastball. When that wasn't necessary, incomplete pass. One of these quarterbacks going to learn, you don't get extra points for how hard you throw the football.
4th down. Here's Ryan. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked on by Jason McCoy. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. 2-score game here in the 4th, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy because with a 2-score lead, you would think maybe you're just sitting on it trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up costing them.
Give them 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back, those are the ones you focus on and want to take away. And they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
23 yards on the play. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
Brady now on 1st down. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. So they took a shot on 1st down, but couldn't connect.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Brady again here on 2nd and 10. He gets it into the hands of Gronkowski, complete. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off.
Well, he's going to be wrapped up and driven down. Grady Jarrett able to drop him for a loss of 12, and it'll be 4th down. And his kick is good. Oh, he just did tuck it into the bottom of that left corner. And this is back down to a 7-point game. All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get at the least a 3-and-out here to get the ball back.
And nothing but daylight ahead. The 20. Touchdown, Falcons. Justin Hardy with a return of 102 yards. And the Falcons will add on to their lead. A big-time special teams play here in the fourth quarter to extend their lead.
And coaches preach it all the time. If you can score on special teams, your chances of winning the game really jump up in a big way. Now, I'll let our analytics friends quantify it and give us the exact numbers, but that's what coaches talk about all the time, that extra momentum, that extra bounce you get from a special team score.
I don't have any analytics friends. Those are your friends.
I'll claim them.
Brady and the Patriots now 1st and 10 at their own 22. Throwing on first down is Brady. Eluding the pressure right. Now he's going to send this one deep right side. And the defense loses it. It's complete. And he takes it all the way down to the 32. Brady and Edelman hook up for a big one. 46 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Brady now on first down. Goes underneath here to White. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. It's a 9-yard pickup on the play. And it'll be second and about a yard to go for the first. They'll run it now out of the gun. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Up from his linebacker spot, Deion Jones making the play.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading the play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Going for it all. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Read it well, and it's picked. Both defenses have had their struggles, but they've been good enough to get them this lead, and another nice play there to help preserve the lead.
It's been a game of punch-counter-punch, hasn't it? All throughout. But this time, the big swing was taken, and it didn't land. Nice play by them on defense.
The drive will start with a carry by Devontae Freeman. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21. Second and 9 now from the 21. Time for a break. We're back to finish this one off after this. So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here. Freeman again. And he'll be out right at the 35. And a nice carry there of 15 yards.
Well, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Now we're going to get a timeout here called by the Patriots. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Ryan on the handoff. It's Freeman. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. On 2nd down, Freeman. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. Now whistles blow, and the Patriots are going to take another timeout as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Now Ryan going to give it to Freeman. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. Now here's a whistle and a timeout. It's called by the receiving team here, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on fourth. The Falcons will go for it. It's Ryan. Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. Adrian Claiborne in there to make the sack. He buries him for a loss of 10. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now after the fumble recovery, it's Brady. Escaping the pressure right. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. Oh, he can't get away, and Brady will go down. Grady Jarrett in there to drop him as the clock continues to roll. Tough spot for the Pats now after the sack, as Brady will lead him up 3rd and long. He's going to let it fly. And incomplete. He can't hang on. Would have been a nice catch. Instead, it brings up a 4th down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man on man. And you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And no, it's incomplete. They had to go for it with some